going to be all about the metallic effects and how really useful these products are, with some amazing deals, of course. Now, please do remember to get your comments in with us. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, get your comments in. Are we doing any little giveaways in this show? Oh, we've got the 2 giveaways again. I'm excited about that. So get all of your comments in on YouTube, get all of your comments in on Facebook. We're going to pick one winner from each viewing platform, and that person will get a £50 voucher to spend on our website. And you will get pounds or dollars or euros. I made that up in the last show. We're sticking with it. Whichever spending medium you like, you will get 50 of them to spend on our website. We'll make sure that comes along to you. And all you have to do is comment. Let us know that you're there. Ask your questions. You've got Fiona here, fantastic expert with all of our Spectrum Noir mediums, and so ask the questions you like. I'll join in and answer a couple of questions too. Fiona and I have some banter, and if you just want to know what we're doing at Christmas or what we like to eat on a Sunday, just ask the questions. We'll happily answer them for you. We're here to have a lovely, relaxing and inspiring 2 hours. Now, just before we get on and have a chat on the show, remember as well, we've got those fantastic baubles where you can get your raffle tickets. So you get your raffle tickets as well. You've got £2 or $3 for our Bradley Lowry bauble, and so get your ticket. We're going to do a fantastic giveaway on the 23rd of December. It's £530 odd, $680 odd worth of giveaway. We've got a Gemini midi in there. We've got one of our fantastic craft kits in there. We've got a plethora of dies and a craft trolley in there as well. So it's a phenomenal prize. If you buy 2 of these tickets, you will get one of our exclusive baubles as well. So here it is. There you can see it's £532, $684 worth of goodies you're going to win. So do get your tickets when you're doing your shopping. Pop those in your basket. Why not? So comments in, get your raffle tickets, and that's all you need to know, apart from the fact that we're going to have a glorious time for these next 2 hours. Now, first things first, it's all about the inks. It's about metallic everything this 2 hours. I'm really excited about that. Hence, I've got my sparkle on, just in the honour of this fabulous new event day, the fact that it's nearly Christmas, and the fact that we've got all the sparkly ink on here too, the fabulous metallics. The deal on these today is phenomenal because you're getting 2 full collections of 4. You're getting 8 pots of our amazing metallic ink for this phenomenal price that you can see on your screen, with an amazing saving that you can see there too. You're saving 40%. So it's £29 or $47, saving 40%. And these are the beautiful colours that you're going to be able to expect to get in that collection. You can see here, we've got all of these really lovely metallics, and I'm going to just bend that back so I can read it for you, because I'm good, but I'm not that good. We've got antique bronze, aged copper, tarnished silver and burnished copper in there. Beautiful colours, very, very usable. All of the really rich brushed metallic colours that you would expect in a set like that. And then this one, I think probably the most popular one, because you've got your gold plate, your silver ingot, your ancient bronze and your lovely pewter in there. You're getting 8 of those. You're getting all 8. You do not need to choose. And I'm just looking here, my goodness, the comments that are coming through already. You're all over YouTube and Facebook because you want to win that £50 voucher. Keep them coming in, that'll be fantastic. Now, what can you do with these inks? I've got some little samples here so you can see the kind of thing you can expect to create with them. Fiona will have a lot more to show you. You can see just how beautiful these are. You've got that beautiful brushed metal look and feel, and you can see you can colour in your stamps with these. You can do your backgrounds, you can freestyle if you want. You can see all that splashing in the background, the same as being painted the image there. Absolutely gorgeous and really, really bright. Lots of different techniques you can do with them. This is my favourite technique. I'm sure Fiona will be showing you that. If not, we might be able to twist our arm as well. Okay, so that's the first thing. They're our inks. Now, we've also got our, don't tell the pots of ink, but my favourite, the metallic markers. I absolutely love these. And again, a fantastic deal for you today. You've got 6 pens in each set, and you've got these for £23.98 or $33.90. You're buying 2 and get, Fiona nearly fainted. Fiona nearly fell off her step. Did you hear? She's got my step today. It's brilliant. $23.98 or $33.90. Buy 2, get 1 free. That is 6, 12, 18 markers for that price. I had to do my 6 times table there. Not my strength, I'm a craft and not an addition person. But an amazing value for money. So definitely the time to get it. If you've looked at our metallic markers, you haven't dipped your toe in yet, the amount of things you're going to be able to do. And when you say, look at these colours, look at the metallic shine you've got on there with the lovely rose gold, the tarnished silver, the vintage satin, really, really beautiful colours that you've got on there. And you can see from this image here just how beautiful they are. When I give them a little wiggle in the light, you can see how they catch that beautiful beautiful light there, and it is that really kind of brushed metal, subtle, grown up look to metallic, I like to call it. And then we've got some big boards here just to challenge our fabulous men on cameras there, but you can see again the beautiful colours. Now the blue topaz, the amethyst, the jade green, the citrine, the garnet, the pink quartz, absolutely stunning. And as I move them, you can see that beautiful flash of metallic that you get in here, and you can see that they're not separating out into the sum of their parts. They remain that beautiful brushed metallic look, and Fiona will talk to you about what that means when we get to talk to her about them. What can we do with them? Oh my word, what can we not do? These will work for you to do your brush lettering. So you can do all of your fabulous personalisation. You can just use them through a little stencil. Oh, that's upside down. Get it right, Leann. There we go. You can use them through a stencil if you want to, and you get that beautiful look there, and with your brush lettering on there. Look at this. Now, Fiona can do that brush lettering, and she'll show you how. I'm useless and cannot. But if you can, it is going to look amazing. However, look, this is a direct to stamp technique that we've done there. On your shiny, on your Yupo papers, on your acetates, on your vellums, it is going to look exceptional. Direct to stamping techniques, spritzing techniques, the possibilities are endless, and Fiona will show you exactly how to get all of these beautiful results with our markers. And that is a fantastic deal. Buy 2, get 1 free. Now is the day to do that if you want to. Now, the last in our metallic journey today for you is our metallic pencils. And these are, if you haven't tried these yet, again, a fantastic deal. Fiona's just nearly had, we're gonna finish Fiona off if we don't stop it with these deals, because she's just had another little moment there when she's seeing the price. £10 or $11 for a tin of metallic pencils. The quality of this with premium wax, beautiful metallic infused pure pigment to give you ultimate blendability, and all of these beautiful colours. You can see the intensity on a black cardstock there is absolutely exceptional, and you're getting 12 pencils in that set, all of those colours, not a choice, all of those colours for £10. That is less than £1. I mean, is it like 70 pence a pencil?
And look at the blend, Leann. I mean, the blend between pencils, just with the pencils.
The blend is phenomenal, and some of these examples you can see here with that flash. Now, these are from a colouring range we had a number of years ago, where these were already on black cardstock and embossed for you. However, what I would encourage you to do is to get all of your stamps out at home, stamp and heat emboss with a clear embossing powder or a black embossing powder onto dark cardstock. Create your own designs like this, colour them in. You're going to get that beautiful ombre and blend between them, metallic results to absolutely blow your mind, seriously, for £10 or $11, which is a phenomenal price. I'll not go through all of them because we've got lots more to show. It is just a really, really good deal for you guys. And our metallic pencils, markers, inks in a pot are some of the most popular that we've had in the Spectrum Raw range. Now, we've also got this. We previewed this with our Sarah earlier, didn't we? And we've got it again. And Sarah teed her up and let you all know that Fiona's going to be doing all of the complicated demonstrations with this and doing the double one and what have you. And whether Fiona was planning to or not, I don't know. But Sarah said she was going to do it, so we're going to twist her arm. This is our fabulous Twirling character collection, which is brand new, launched on the Crafters Companion TV today. And as we talked about in that little show earlier, everything you need with your dies, your stamps, your papers and your card to be able to create these fabulous little twirly examples. I'm just winding her up for you. There we go, wind her up. And then let her go, ready? Woo! Let her go, and she just twirls around, and all of the little characters in here will do the same thing. So you've got that fab little girl. You've got our gorgeous little mermaid, you can see there. We've got what we now know as a dolphin. I called him a whale earlier. Oh my word. And there we go. We've got with that little balloon in our hand as well. And as we discussed, all full-sized, the same as the range that we launched, the Twirling character range. So if you want to get that kit to go with them, then that size of character will work perfectly if you've already got some of them at home. And let me just also let you know, none of those characters are a repeat of the collection that we sold. They're brand new characters, so they'll work hand in hand. Now, loads of comments. I'll just give you a couple, should I? Before we get started over to Fiona. We've got Melissa from a soggy Kentucky. It's also soggy here in the northeast, Melissa, so we feel your pain and we're in it together. Just stay in and watch Crafters Companion TV when it's soggy. What else would you want to do? And we've also got Loretta from Arizona and Sue from Stratford-on-Avon, and we've got Joy from Riverdale, and so many more of you. Remember, get your comments in YouTube and Facebook. You're going to be in to win the £50 at the end of our 2 hours. And please keep sending us your Telfies. Oh my word, I'm loving a Telfie. Fiona, did you know about this Telfie phenomena?
I've never heard of a Telfie.
Fiona,
I've never ever heard of a Telfie.
I think Sarah might have made it up, but it's the most genius thing. Our customers at home, they get us on the big telly, on the YouTube, and we're on the big telly, and then they do a selfie with us in the background and them, so we can see our customer and us, a Telfie, and they send the pictures in to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and then we share all the Telfies with all the customers. It's such fun. That sounds good. Okay, I have waffled enough, and you are here to see Fiona and see all of the fantastic techniques, so we're going to go straight over to the wonderful Mrs. Clayton, and she's going to tell us all about our metallic inks in a pot.
Oh, fantastic. I have to say, jaw on the floor with some of those prices, Leanne. Jaw on the absolute floor. I'm seriously thinking, with the metallic markers, I use them all the time. I'm seriously thinking at that price, I need to get another one. And those pencils are just delicious. But we're going to start with the inks because they're absolutely fantastic. Now, the thing about the metallic inks is you're going to get big, huge pots. You're getting 4 30ml pots, which is just fantastic. Now, can you hear... if I shake that around, these pots have got 2 little ball bearings in them, yeah? Now, one thing I would say is really important, swirl, don't shake. If you shake these, what you will do is these pots are full of not only that fantastic ink, but they're full of wonderful brushed aluminium. And if you shake them up and down, I'm not going to do it because I want to use it, what will happen is you'll get a layer of the metallic at the top and you'll have to wait till it all settles down again, give it a swirl and start again. So swirl, don't shake to wake these. Now, what we're going to do is just a really quick splatter technique. So I've got a piece of white watercolour card here. I have got my brush, which I'm just going to damp. Pop a little bit in. You'll also notice I've got a splash zone. This was because brand new, I'm so glad I did. I can see that I'm using it already. Now, the thing is, this is a fun technique, but make sure you put your saran wrap around because you will need it and you'll thank me for mentioning it. You really will. So what we're going to do is we're now going to go, so that was the silver ingot that I've just popped on there, and I'm now going to pop a little bit of the gold plate on. So
Fiona, I'm noticing that you're doing a swirling action there, rather than putting anything inside and mixing it.
Yes.
Do you find that's easier with these metallic inks?
I had actually, well, I'm being so cautious of this beautiful new counter we've got here. I really am. Right. You can put something like a cocktail stick in and stir them with that if you prefer. Particularly if you've already got them and you've left them sat for a while, I would say that's a good place to start, Leanne. Absolutely. You know, give them a tiny bit of a swirl with a cocktail stick or something because it will settle. If you don't use them for a while. But the lovely thing about these is you can go back to them and they are going to last you an absolute age. How brave am I feeling? Let's just do a little bit. I have my splash zone just to one side. So we're okay. Right, so I've now got some inks on there. So what I've got, somewhere safe. Yes, I was using it to tap my pen on. That will be where you put it, Fiona. Okay. water in one of our spritzers. You can find these on the website. Really easy. So what we're going to do, because these are, look at this, because these are water reactive metallics, look at that go. Can you see that?
Honestly, it's like alchemy, isn't it, Fiona?
My word, isn't it just?
Yeah.
Right, and when you've spritzed it as much as you want it to go, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our heat gun, which I've managed to twirl around something, there we go, and just dry this off. So I'm just going to take a moment just to dry this off, and then we're going to turn this into the background for a card. But I will show you this because I put a mixture of the beautiful tarnished silver, which is, the tarnished silver is in the vintage metallics, and then I've used the gold plate and the silver ingot from the other collection, and they look sensational, they really do. And I think it's just such a lovely idea to have a metallic that is water reactive. Is just extraordinary.
Yeah, and it's really unusual to have that, isn't it, Fiona?
Yeah.
And the thing I love as well, if you did that exact same thing on a piece of black cardstock, it would look different again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But this, let's see if it's dry enough for me to hold up and show you. Can you see, hopefully, if I look, you can see that metallic, can't you? Isn't that gorgeous?
It is stunning, and actually I love the fact that you've done it in that way, Fiona, because as we know with a metallic ink, usually we're always saying they work best on black cardstock.
Yeah.
That's how you get to see the metallic. But brilliant that you've shown it there where we can see that beautiful flash coming through from that ink on that piece of white card that you've got there. It shows the quality of the content in the pot, doesn't it?
It really does. Now I'm just wiping that up because these will go a long, long way. So I'm just clearing this down. But because the next bit I'm going to do is I am going to show you it using black, both on black gesso and on black card. We can have a play with these. But yes, a little goes a long way. If you're using it on your best dining room table, definitely present it. And what we're going to do is just very quickly build this into a card. So,
now, Fiona, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Maria and Burgoyne on Facebook wants to know, do you have to use watercolour cardstock for the ink pots?
No, you don't. That's a really good question. You can use black cardstock. You could use your stamping card if you wanted a white background as well, which is fantastic. So any of those things you can use to do it. You can also use any of our metallics. Now this is a clever thing. Any of our metallics, markers or inks, you can also use on non-porous surfaces. I know what? They are temporary unless you seal them. But if you want to do glasses, if you want to do a pattern on a jar, for example, you can do that temporarily. So let's say when we can all have people round for Christmas of next year, you want to give everybody an individual glass or mug, you could write their name on the stem or on the base of it and then just wash it off in the dishwasher afterwards.
Honestly, you have read my mind, Fiona. I was just thinking, when we can all get social again, wouldn't it be brilliant to write your name on the side of your gin? It would have to be gin in our house, wouldn't it? On your gin glass. Now look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And how quick and easy to be able to do that, Fiona, and impressive with that lovely little splash background. It's gorgeous, it really is. I love that. And quick and easy for you to do at home, but really impressive. It looks like you're very artistic, but no offence, Fiona. You don't have to be artistic at all to be able to achieve that.
You really don't. Isn't it fabulous? I'm just going to, I've left my gesso over on that side, so I'm just going to go and
let's have a chat. Let's look at some comments while you're getting your gesso, Fiona, because we are inundated with comments on YouTube and Facebook because we're going to be giving away our £50 vouchers. £50, $50, €50, depending on the amount of money that you need wherever you are in the world. And we're going to be giving those away at the end of the show, so do get all of your comments in. Diane Cup says, hello, love the new studio. Honestly, we feel like our cup is a runneth over in this fantastic new space. We are incredibly lucky to be able to work in this environment, we really are. Clarice, I love that name, Clarice Trudel on YouTube says, beautiful blouse, Leann.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Now, also Mary Pat on YouTube, and if our TV boss, Jenny, is listening, she says, love your sparkle, Leann. I don't know what is sparkling more, you or your lovely outfit and your enthusiasm in the new craft house. That's fabulous, thank you. But then another lady I've seen down here says, Leann, your top perfectly matches the set you're in.
Yeah.
She'll be very happy to hear that, our Jenny will. She absolutely will. Thank you very much. I do love a little bit of sparkle in my life. Oh, there. It was LV Handcrafted on YouTube. Thank you. Love your blouse, Leann. Matches the new studio too. You would think I'd planned it. I didn't. So Renee Kuznick, she says, I enjoy colouring with my metallic pencils and the inks. Margaret Crook on YouTube, she says, oh, how lovely. I hope Fiona is going to demo the metallic paints. I'm looking forward to that. That is exactly what our Fiona is doing for you. What a great afternoon. Also with two funny ladies. We'll try and keep a product focus for you and keep the funny to a minimum. We will try our best. Fiona, are you ready with your gesso, my love?
Yes, I am, absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Pebby, I've got a piece, this is a plaque for a room. Let's start from the very beginning. This is a piece of MDF. So what I'm going to do is use, now, this gesso, this black gesso, is amazing. You know, it will cover everything in one layer and it gives you that perfect matte surface to use all of your bits and pieces for. Now I've got a nice new tube as
Fiona,
well.
I'm just going to let everybody know while you're talking about that gesso and putting it on your mat there. It is back in stock, so it's been out of stock for quite a while, and it is such a, we haven't had it on Crafters TV or even available for such a long time. It's brilliant that it's back in stock. In my opinion, the Pebbio black gesso is the best black gesso that you could ever use because it gives beautiful opaque, even smooth coverage in one coating. You're not having to coat it up forever. It's got a beautiful viscosity to it. Fantastic price at $4.99 or $6.99. Once you've used this, you will understand why it's our gesso of choice and what we like to use, and it will work on many different surfaces. So if you've got let's say a glass vase or a glass tea light holder at home and you're decorating and you want to change it up to another colour, you can paint your glass with this, with your black gesso, and then use your gilding waxes over it if you want to. Similarly to what our Fiona's doing there on her MDF plaque. So it's a really good quality and back in stock for the first time. And can I also just mention our Fiona is using our brushes for you as well. And we've got a fabulous little collection here for you. You get all of the best brushes in this little bundle for £8.95 or $13.45. You've got 4 brushes in here. They're the 4 brushes that I use all the time. They're my go-tos for everything. Detail painting, large area cover, as you can see Fiona doing there. All of the techniques that I do with watercolouring, these are the 4 brushes that I use, and I'm sure our Fiona does too. And you can see that we've got a really great price and you're saving 10% on those. So do pop those in your basket if you're loving what you can see from our Fiona.
Now, look, that just needs to dry. It's not going to take long. Should I tell you what else I've used this on? But look at the coverage I've got just with the tiniest amount. And that's beautiful on unprimed MDF. But I'll tell you what else I've used this for, Leann. I had a bit of an unloved resin statue. I have no idea why I bought this little resin statuette. I obviously had a mad moment, and it was one of those really sweet ones. And I kept looking at it, and it had been banished to the loft, and it was on its way to the charity shop, because I thought, you know what, I don't know what possessed me, but anyway. But I covered it in black gesso, the Pebbio black gesso, and I used some gilding wax just to pick out the highlights. I've now got this lovely black resin statue, which is just highlighted with gilding wax. So that's another good thing you can use it for. So if you've got any unloved statues or bits and pieces that you've fallen out of love with, it's a lovely way to upcycle them. It really is.
Absolutely. And I think it's also great for giving you that kind of faux chalkboard look as well. Because you can absolutely paint something like that, and then with your really thick white paint markers or with a white acrylic paint, you can give a sign for a little person's door or gin palace is what I've got in my kitchen. But it gives you that lovely faux chalkboard look as well. It's a very usable medium, but it is absolutely fantastic with our metallics, isn't it, Fiona?
It absolutely is. Now, my water has gone the wonderful shade of muddy puddle now. So I'm hoping this next bit is going to work and I'm not going to get too many different colours going on there. So what I've got, if I've popped them down somewhere safe, I have got, some of Sharon's fabulous stencils, our Sharon Callis's fabulous stencils.
Yes.
I've got some of those.
And we've got them on the show, Fiona. We've got a really good deal on some of those fabulous Sharon Callis stencils. So which ones are you going to be using?
Right, I'm going to be using 80s retro. I may be using some of the tags, and I'm going to use the regiment numbers, letters and numbers as well, that we've got on there.
Let's just find out how much they... Oh, there they are. Look at that. £3.39, $5.09. How fabulous is that for the 80s retro one? That's a fantastic value for money. Now, we have got a whole list of our fabulous Sharon Callis stencils on there. There's not just the ones Fiona's showing you. There are some other lovely designs. I think there's one called Get Ziggy With It, and I absolutely love the Get Ziggy With It one, just because of what an amazing name for a stencil. So go along and have a look on the website. There's some fantastic deals on there, savings on all of them, and you'll be able to do the techniques you see our Fiona doing with all of those Sharon Callis stencils that are on the website with a good saving.
Now look, all I'm doing is, this is an almost dry brush, and I have got the tiniest amount of the gold ingot, because I don't want solid stencils. I just want hints of. Can you see? Just doesn't that looking good?
Oh my
Isn't
word!
that looking good? So, and the drier your brush is, actually, the better the look that you get, which is fantastic. So we're just going to go down there. So you start to build up this beautiful stencil. Then we're going to go to the numbers and letters. Right, so what I love about this is you can be really precise. So let's go here. Now I'm going to be a bit cheeky and bring in, these are our Rare Minerals pencils. Here we go. So Rare Mineral pens. Now these pens we've also got on the show. These are the pens. The Rare Mineral pens, they're double-ended. You've got a brush nib on one end and a fine bullet tip on the other. But what you can also do is you can also use these through your stencils. So,
oh, genius, Fiona, because I can't brush letter, I can't hand letter to save my life. It looks like a terrible big tarantula has crawled across the page. But look how brilliant that will be.
Yeah.
For somebody like me who's inept in that way, to be able to get that lovely look and feel of personalisation on a project.
Yeah.
I love that.
Really, really simple. And the coverage you get, you can use these straight through your stencil. You don't need to worry about it. You've got that wonderful prime there. I am going to put right. You know when you just know. Put the lid on your counter. I bet Sarah's watching. Yeah, I am not going to be the one to christen the counter. What's the betting? I really, really am now. Okay, so you can easily keep this so you can see where we're going. And for somebody who has an unusual name,
yeah,
just saying.
Thanks.
Or somebody who has an unusual spelling of their name, just saying.
Thanks.
One of these wonderful stencils is just a great way of personalising it. And you're a double N, aren't you?
I am a double N.
Thank you. A double N.
We can thank Linda for that. If you're watching, Mum, I love you. She just wanted it to be different. She wanted to be different, so she left the E off the end.
There we go. So there you are. Your own personalised room stencil, and we could have put keep out, or bring coffee, or bring gin, whatever you wanted, because you've got that fabulous alphabet. You've also got things like your exclamation mark, your question mark. You've got these wonderful numbers and tags, and I love the way that you can use these all together. So if you want a little more decoration going on there, Do you know, I took the end off one end, put it on the other, and then wondered why I still didn't have an end.
Do you know, Fiona, have you with your brush markers, have you ever done the little love hearts where you just push the brush tip down?
Yes,
do you know that,
brilliant.
Do you think that would look lovely on there?
I think you need them, don't you, Leanne?
I mean, everybody needs a love heart in their life,
So you mean
they?
where you could put the brush nib like that and you do that? Yes. Should we do it again?
Yeah.
So you push your brush nib down and you create one. I'm going to do this in a lighter colour so you can see it more easily as well. Let's go to the green so you can see this.
Look at that, Fiona. Look at your monitor. Look what you can see there.
Oh my word.
Isn't that fantastic?
Look at that.
Look at that perfect little love hearts that you can do yourself just by pushing your nib on. I love that.
There you go. That was the decoration it was missing, wasn't it, Leanne?
There we go.
Was missing
a couple of little love hearts.
Fabulous little love hearts. There you go. And if you want to play, you can carry on and decorate that even more. But it's entirely up to you. Now, the one which I just gessoed, I'm just going to bring this in because look, that's almost dry now. Almost dry, almost ready to go. But doesn't that look amazing? So that is a mixture of those fantastic Sharon Keller stencils, those amazing markers, and those wonderful inks.
I mean,
I love
absolutely incredible. And a really lovely quick project as well. And actually, looking at that gesso on there, the beautiful opaque covering, quickly, Fiona. So you can get on with the crafting very quickly, straight away. In fact, you don't have to be waiting hours with it. And you can even speed it up with a heat gun if that's what you want to do. And it'll still work and you won't lose any of that lovely coverage and it doesn't blister. So lots of different things you can do there. The gesso itself, back in stock, hasn't been around for a long time. $4.99 or $6.99. This is what we believe is the best gesso to use. It's what we use personally ourselves at home. And then the brushes will help you with that massively as well. Now the inks, let me just remind you what you're getting with your inks because you are getting all 8 pots. You're getting both sets of 4 and you're getting all of the colours that you can see here. And they are a really good full pot. Pigment based. So they've got that lovely permanency to them as well. They won't fade in the light. Filled with a real metal, with real aluminium in there. So you've got these fabulous brushed metallic looks that you can see here. Your rich metallic collection where you're getting gold plate, silver ingot, ancient bronze and pewter. And then we're also getting our second set, which is our vintage metallics. And that's with our antique bronze, aged copper, tarnished silver and burnished copper. And you're getting all of those 8 pots for £29 or $47. You are saving a fantastic amount of money there. You really are. It's just a very good deal. So £20.98 saving. Good grief. Or $32 saving. Good grief. I mean, that is fantastic, is it not? To get 8 full pots of ink. And they do last a long time. You're not going to have to be replacing them. Now our Fiona's got a string out.
Do you know how
let's hope she can do this tidily, because I have to say I've tried to do this and I fail. So I'm so happy that our Fiona is going to be the one, and we won't laugh, Fiona, we promise you. We will not laugh.
Do you know, I've pulled this craft mat right to the edge. Now, if you've probably seen me do the string pull before, you've probably seen other people do it, and I do it a lot with the sparkle inks, but on black card, with this ink, it looks amazing. Now, I'm going to use my silver. I have brought my palette in and I have balled up my piece of string. So rather than dip it in, because this is an alternative method of doing it, what I'm going to do is just use my brush to transfer that wonderful colour to my string. And you can see I'm putting a fair amount on just to get that. You'll also notice I'm holding on to the end of it where I haven't got any ink, because I've learned from past experience that that's a good thing to do. Right. Okay, let's shake this out. Oh, do you know what? If you're not getting messy, you're not crafting.
Exactly.
Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to swirl that around, put that down, pop a piece of black cardstock on top of it, and I have no idea what's going to happen. but we'll have a look.
That was a quick, do you have to, so
It
Fiona,
was.
just let me ask you.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Word. I mean, hold the phone, Fiona. Now, what I need to ask you, I noticed that, I think I know where I'm going wrong now because I've watched your expert tuition. I think what I'm doing is, I'm not doing the sticky plaster. I'm doing a diddly, 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 diddly.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a gentle pull out rather than a,
yeah, no. Give it some welling.
Right.
Bit like that magic trick where you pull the tablecloth out from all the cutlery. Exactly like that. Right, I haven't done that string. That is really nice. I will show you that in a minute. But I've got some more card. Same piece of string. Haven't re-inked it.
Oh,
so I don't know how much we'll get, but we may get some more. We'll soon find out, won't we? So we'll just pop that on there. Ready? There we go. Let's see. Oh, that's like a ghost of one, isn't it? That would make a fabulous background. Now, I've got a piece of sponge
do you know,
here.
Fiona, they almost look like orchid flowers.
They do, don't they?
Honestly, they could be, that could be like an orchid flower on there. Can you do, you've got all of my creative juices going, and now I've been terrified of the string technique, and what I want to do is start whipping string out between two pieces of card with metallic inks, really. Could you do it with more than one colour of ink? Can you double dip your string?
Yes. Or you could do different colours on the same piece of string. Now look, I'm just making, look, that's pretty, isn't it? You've got a nice random pattern round the edge there.
Beautiful.
Just with a piece of sponge. There we go. But look at the shine that you get on that. That is fab.
Fiona, you have blown me away with that, truly. And I mean, I've been crafting a long time. I'm long in the tooth, Fiona, as you know. And that has really impressed me because that is something that we can all do. And I think the crucial thing there is what I was doing wrong. You might have tried and got it wrong at home as well. It's the whoosh, whip it out rather than tickling it out like I've been doing. How quick are those in terms of fabulous backgrounds? Little sentiment, Fiona, stencil a sentiment with our fabulous Sharon stencils. You've got quick cards. You've got beautiful hand-drawn almost artistic pieces of art to give people on a greetings card with that fantastic metallic shine on there. It's genius.
I just think you cannot go wrong. And these prices really are, for me, they are stocking filler prices, but it's not a stocking filler product. It's not one of those products that you're going to get home and you're going to go, well, what am I going to use that for? I love mine. They have their own special boxes. I am quite seriously thinking of getting another set of those pens because I think that price is absolutely phenomenal. And talking of the pens, we're going to go on and have a play with those.
So while you're getting ready, Fiona, we'll just have a look at some comments because YouTube, we're lighting up YouTube and Facebook because everybody's really excited about being able to be in it to win it. They're $50, £50, €50 little gift at the end of the show. So we'll choose some people and it'll be about 5 minutes before we end. We'll announce who those people are because I did it too early in the last hour. But I've learned, I'm on a journey of presenting, never done it before, in at the deep end, on the launch of the new studio. I mean, when better just to fling yourself in the deep end. But, you know, I needed to be in on the act and, you know, there's no show without Punch, is there? And you can call me Punch. Right, okay, so here we go. We've got Lorna Jane. I don't use my metallics nearly enough. And now the two best ladies to put me right. Lorna, get your string out, get your black card out and do exactly what Fiona's just done. Watch this show back because it always remains, doesn't it, on our YouTube, on our website. You can go back and watch all of these shows. So get them all out and have a lovely crafty time. Rosalind Russell says that she loves seeing us two together. Honestly, I'm having a glorious time being able to be here with our Fiona. We don't be able to get to do it enough at all. We have a great time grinching together, Fiona and I. Yeah. We would make a grumpy old women duo perfect, I think, for comedy TV.
Absolutely.
Fiona and I. And we do it with aplomb, I have to say.
Yes.
Joy says that was fabulous, Fiona, and I agree with Joy. Okay, so Evelyn Kiefer says, oh, do I spy cupcakes and cookies in the background behind Leann? I'm going for a walk. I don't know if I'm allowed, but I'm going because I need to show you the cupcakes and cookies. These are absolutely and back, genius. Look at these. Our Emily, Crafter's Companion Emily, that is a crocheted donut.
No.
Yes. Look at that. A crochet donut. And
I
look
was
at this.
looking forward to that after this.
I know I was. I thought I was going to eat it. I was like, oh, treats. But no, look, little crochet gingerbread man. Look at this. We all need to do this. A little ball of wool. You know the polystyrene balls you get?
Yeah.
Some yarn wrapped around. Little crocheted flowers to make cupcakes.
Oh, that is such a genius
Aren't they
idea.
fantastic? Evelyn, I had to let you in on the treat, so we can't eat them, but I think they look amazing. I'll put them back in a second because I'll get wrong if I don't, I'm sure. Avita says, that is a new technique, Fiona. That is a new technique for me, Avita says, and I'm going to try that for some backgrounds. You do that. That's fantastic. Jean says, I've used metallic markers on Christmas cards after I heat embossed in white on black cardstock. My greatest critic, my husband, aren't they all, said they were my best work so far.
Fantastic.
Get some photographs shared with us, Jean. Now, we've got telfies coming in a second. People have been sending their telfies. But Jean Harvith on YouTube, get your photographs sent in. We want to see what they look like. Kathy says, another giveaway voucher. CC is spoiling us. Well, it's a special day. Why not a very special day? Marilyn Peacock on YouTube says, I ordered the metallic pencils. I use black cardstock a lot. You won't regret it, Marilyn. Right, now, Avita has a question, Fiona.
Yes.
And I think you're the lady for the answer. She says,
I'll
what
try.
do you use to seal it to work on non-porous
Okay, you can get two things. One, it depends how you're going to go. If it's going to be decorative, we've got our spray varnish. That's always good. If you're going to put it in the washing machine, Mod Podge, do some great ranges. Just look for the one which suits the purpose you're going to use, whether it's outdoor or indoor, or whether you need it to be dishwasher safe, whatever one it is. And thin layers and let it dry is always the best way to go. Would you agree, Leann?
I would agree 100%. Could not have said it better. Absolutely, that is definitely the thing to do. And they are amazing, and you can use them on any surface as long as you seal them. And again, as Fiona says, just do some. I'm sure we had Mod Podges on the Crafter's Companion website, so go and have a look on there. I'm sure they're on there for all of the different mediums, and you'll be able to get the correct varnish or sealing medium for the job if that's what you would like to do. Now, we've got telfies, Fiona.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes, look, we've got telfies. This one is from Pat. And Pat has got her granddaughter, Z-I-V-A, Ziva. Oh, what a beautiful name. I couldn't read that, I haven't got my glasses on. There's Ziva doing a little telfie on one of the previous shows that I had with Sarah. Isn't that lovely? Our next person, Lorna Jane. I've just read out your comment, Lorna Jane. Lorna Jane Hunter, that's where you've been doing your little whip out the string technique,
That's
Fiona.
proof that it was tidy when I left it. But
Absolutely.
keep that one to one side, just in case I need it.
Now, here's one with one of my favourite people in the world, not Sarah Davies, but John. John Davies, Sarah's father-in-law. Oh my word, I love him so much. There's John doing a telfie with Sarah. Now, Sarah looks like she's saying, John, get round and get some work done. You can't be doing a telfie, and you're not having a voucher, John. She's definitely got her finger out telling him there, hasn't she? There's our lovely John on there. Amazing, I love that. Do you know what the thing is? I haven't been able to cuddle all the people I want to cuddle this year. But good news for them, I'm saving all those cuddles up for when I can. So watch out, all of you people who know me, you included, Fiona, because I'm just going to be launching myself at people when we can do that unannounced, and you'll just see me flying at you through the air with all of the cuddles. Because I'm a toucher and a cuddler. Us huggers and touchers and cuddlers are not okay right now. Fiona, what are you going to be doing next?
Okay, I was just getting myself some more black card. You know, it's a sign of how much I love these that I keep thinking, oh, I can do that and I can do that and I can do the other. So I've just cut myself a little bit more black card. Now, for those of you who handwrite, let's start from the very beginning with these pens. You're getting all three sets. I can't believe you're getting all three sets. These colours are extraordinary. Look at these, they're all double-ended. You've got that beautiful brush nib on one end and you've got the bullet tip on the other. I love the fact that we've got these rare mineral colours in there as well. They are just delicious. Now, if you like doing handwriting. Now there is a cheats way, stencils are a cheats way, but the other thing is you can stamp and then go over your stamping. But do you know what? The thing about this is they're going to make any handwriting look fab. So look, happy in block capitals, there we go. And then we will go a bit fancy. Let's do, here we go. And this is not, you know, fancy lettering. This is just ordinary joined up lettering, because even if you do that, they are going to look fantastic, aren't they? I mean,
that's
look
amazing,
at that,
Fiona.
isn't that gorgeous?
Really amazing. And do you know, Fiona, have you ever tried other metallic markers and been disappointed because what happens is the colour splits from the metallic?
Yeah.
And what you end up with, and actually it separates, so the colour stays behind, the metallic rises to the surface, which means the metal, not the metallic, the liquid metal that's in there, because the formulation isn't good and the delivery of the Japanese brush nibs, which we've got now, markers, isn't good, the metallic then rises to the surface. So you get a little bit of a, in that case, a pink halo around some silver, but you don't get a look of brushed metallic silver, which you do get with all of the colours in our markers.
And this is a really elegant colour. But look at this as a way to quickly edge things like your cards or your works of art. Anybody can drag a brush nib up and down a piece of card. But doesn't it look effective?
It really does. It's
when
like
you
icicles.
do. It is a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. But you know, a nice and simple way just to add a frame to your lettering, isn't it? Really, really simple. You can go in, you can give yourself some more love hearts because they're always fabulous to do. Or if you want to, you can take that fantastic bullet tip and just go down. The nice thing about these are also water reactive, and I am going to show you this, but the minute they have dried on the card, they will not budge. And I can show you that. I'll tell you what, you keep an eye on this and I'll show you that in a minute. We will just put this to one side whilst we do something else.
That looks fantastic, Fiona. So when you're doing that technique with your little bullet nib there, are you always going to one particular side?
Yes,
okay.
I was going to say yes, but I haven't on the A. But do you know what? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can be unique.
Okay. With your Christmas, though, you are you are sticking to a particular side of that letter, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to the. You see, I'm going to the right-hand side. Now, I had to sit there and work that out, Leann, because I don't do my left and right, as I'm sure Leann knows. So I had to figure out what side I was holding the pen in. But look. I mean, and you can see that it's just, it's got that wonderful burnished sheen. Lovely, lovely burnished sheen. Isn't that fab?
It's beautiful, Fiona. I really love that. And actually, I've always been scared of doing lettering because I felt I had to do that fancy brush one that we see on all of the, all of the little social media clips and what have you. And I just, I can't do it. But actually, if I can just do my own handwriting in that way, that might be a nice little start for me. And so maybe if you at home have been a little bit intimidated by some of that fancy brush lettering, actually just doing it in that way would be good. And if not, use a stencil, as Fiona did earlier.
Absolutely. Now, I've got this is an old favourite Peacock stamp of mine. But we've got lots of stamps that you could use this with. It doesn't have to be a grey rubber one. You can use photopolymer. But what I'm doing is just using the side of the brush nib, not the point, the side of the brush nib, just to pop down some colour. Now I'm working quickish. I wouldn't say I'm working at the speed of light because that's never going to happen, but I am working quick-ish to put some colour down on here. So what we will do is just pop that down just there. Now, where's that spritzer of water? Ha ha ha. Right, I've worked fairly quickly with this, but what I'm going to do is do the perfume counter waft. You know that perfume counter waft where you walk into it, and then what we're going to do, you will find rocker blocks on the website. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Isn't
Amazing.
that amazing?
Yeah.
So think about using these with your stamps as well. Do you know, we might even get, I wonder what that looks like on white card. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get another pull off it.
Do you know what I love that you're doing there, Fiona, is what I like to do at home. It's when you start doing things and then you get excited about the next thing you can try. And you just keep trying something different and something new and and seeing what it looks like. I mean, truly beautiful, Fiona.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
And you're still getting all of that colour. That was the second pull. But you know, when you've got it like this and it's still wet, what you can do is you can go in really artistic.
Oh, you're going to spritz. Oh,
look. Let's make that peacock tail. So doesn't that look artistic?
It's classy, Fiona. It looks very artistic. I absolutely love that. It's beautiful.
Isn't
and again,
that
a beautiful card front, a little bit of matting and layering, a tiny little sentiment, and it looks glorious. Now, you know what I like to do sometimes over the top of those metallics as well, Fiona? I don't know if you've tried this. I like to, in my spritzer, put my clear sparkle ink, and over the top of the metallic, spritz it with your clear sparkle. The alchemy of the two together looks phenomenal. And if you've got your clear sparkle in a pot, which I'm sure you have, if not, get yourself to the website, you'll see them there. You'll be able to do that, and it is pure alchemy. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I really want to try. Now, stencils. Anything can be a stencil. An old die cut that you've cut and then you never use for the card because you changed your mind. You never throw these away because you put them to one side. And I'm sure Leann can recognise this one because it was one of our floral creator cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a stencil because the thing is with these brushes is they dry really quickly, really quickly. But because you've got that brush nib, you can get right in. Actually, that bit probably should have been green, but it's okay. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we are just going to go in. Now, anyone can do this. This is the thing. These are definitely things that anyone can do. You know, there is no real skill, but this is why I love them. This is why I say these are stocking fillers. You could be using these with the children, with the grandchildren, and they're going to be absolutely fine. They are water-based, as we said, so they're going to be nice and safe for the children as well. But you can really go to town, and they can have a play, and at the end of the day, it's a card and a piece, you know, it's a card. That's all it is. So you don't have to worry. So we've gone in with that colour. I'm going to go back to my silver. You can tell the colours I kind of love.
Do you know what else, Fiona, I think?
Yes.
I don't know if you've got any vellum over there.
I have got some black vellum.
But can you imagine that on a piece of white vellum? As a wedding card front,
beautiful.
Or as a little. Sorry, did you see that? I was like doing a half. Do you know what I was doing there? I was out of my box. I was being like Phantom of the Opera. Only you could only see half of me, not my full me. And I won't sing for you, but I just did my little jump back in there. Get back in your box, Leann. I mean, I've been hearing that all of my life, but maybe it's not quite with the same meaning. But that would look beautiful for you. I mean, stunning on that black card. But imagine it on some white vellum, just in the corner with a lovely sentiment for a really elegant wedding invitation or a thank you or something like that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Because these markers work on the non-porous materials as well as the metallic inks in a pot, don't they?
Yeah, and I mean, look, that has taken no time at all. Isn't it gorgeous? And then we can go to the other side, and if need be, we can just write again, because any handwriting in this looks absolutely fab. I mean, if you want to do your brush lettering, let's see if I can remember how to do it. I haven't done it for so long. You absolutely can. The nib's nicely responsive, so you can do it. But there we go. So if you want to do the fancy schmancy lettering, do. But if you would prefer just to make your own hand lettering look amazing, you can. But how about that for a very quick card for somebody whose birthday you forgot?
Fiona, I was absolutely mesmerised watching you do that. Honestly, it blows me away, the skill. And I think it is the quality of that brush nib that helps you along the
is.
way, isn't it, Fiona? That Japanese brush nib in there. But obviously you are very skilled at that too, because it wouldn't look like that if I did it. But I need to practice more. But you know what I was thinking when you were saying about you said any handwriting.
Yeah.
And then you said looks brilliant in this. And I was thinking when you said any handwriting, if you're giving heirlooms, isn't it lovely that somebody will be able to have that? I know that's probably, well, I don't know if when you're not here, they've still got your handwriting. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how bad your handwriting is. That is lovely for somebody to be able to have and keep that. I'm all about heirlooms at the minute. I just keep I think it's because I've become a grandma. You start thinking about things like that, don't you? I need to start thinking about really happy things. I know, I'm sorry. But I think it's lovely to give a gift of your handwriting, and that's why I think handwriting letters, rather than doing the online cards where you just type the greeting in and it arrives and it's all printed electronically and there's nothing personal about that. I think there's something lovely about giving that personal written greeting, Fiona, and I think that was absolutely fantastic. Now, I have got, just while you're getting ready for the next bit, if that's okay with you, Fiona, I've got this little Peacock collection to show you that you were using there, which is on a really good deal for you again today as well. And we've got some beautiful items in here. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got this fantastic Peacock die cut, which brilliant for cutting this out in black card and then painting it with your metallic inks or your markers. So you can see there, we've got that lovely peacock, and then you can see the size of the die and then what that looks like when it's being cut out in that fabulous matte mirror card there. It's gorgeous. Then we've got this beautiful corner. Again, you can cut this out in black card and paint it up with your metallic inks. It's going to look exceptional. That's what it looks like. It's a really lovely big corner for a 5x7 or 6x6 card. It's a beautiful size. We've then got these, love these, the feathers. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at how detailed and gorgeous they are. You see you've got 4 dies in there and what those 4 die cuts look like. Again, die cut them in your black card, paint them with your inks. They're going to look fantastic as embellishments. And then we've just got a beautiful range of sentiment stamps here. Now, Fiona, can you, with your marker, with your sentiment stamps like that, can you do the self-stamp like you did with the peacock? Could you write it over the stamp
definitely.
and stamp it in metallic as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, in fact, rather than say yes,
should we have a look?
Shall we have a look?
That would be amazing.
I'm sure.
Well, look, while you're doing that,
I put those out somewhere safe. Yes, I did.
While you're getting that ready, because it would be amazing to see that happen, because actually with those stamps, being able to do that, again, thinking about people who might not be confident with their own handwriting, brilliant to be able to do that. Shall I have a little look at some of the comments we've got coming through while Fiona's getting that ready? We've got Kathy Myers says she loves the new craft room. Thank you, Kathy. We've got, so Marilyn Pico on YouTube. Marilyn, thank you. She says, Leann is such a ray of joy and light, cheering up my day in gloomy New Jersey. Well, I am pleased to be of service, Marilyn. If that's all I've done today, then I've had a good day. I'm winning at life. Evelyn says, Fiona, she loves your stencil technique. That's really inspired her. Joy says, okay, now Fiona, she's taking serious notes because of all of the fantastic ideas you're giving her. And she says, thank goodness she can watch it back. I agree. Fiona is so inspiring. So Yvonne says, the new craft house is gorgeous, but it needs to be a little more messy. Well, it is our first day.
Wait one.
Debbie Robinson's in tomorrow for our cartload. It'll be mess all over the place. It'll be right back to where you expect it to be normal. There'll be ink all over the shop. Now, also, I'm having a look here because I've had a really good question down here. Oh, Mary Lee on YouTube, she says, fabulous results with the metallic inks and the string on the black card. I framed some of mine and they look beautiful. They look like calla lilies. I absolutely agree with you. Dieta on YouTube says, creativity is messy and I am very creative. So are we. Absolutely we are. I think we've got some string technique pictures coming through as well. And so let's have a look at these. Why not? This one is from Carol. So Carol's done this. So she's done 3 different string pulls over the top of each other there, Fiona. That looks fab, doesn't it?
Wow. They look gorgeous, don't they? I mean, the colours just work so well. That almost looks like the perfect pastels range. That looks like glitz and glamour to me.
Yes,
glitz and glamour, beautiful.
Oh, Carol's been doing all the string pulling.
I
Look
love
at this
it.
one.
I love it, and I bet she had great fun doing them as well. And everyone's unique and everyone's personal. I just think they're a fun thing to do.
Absolutely, and I feel brave enough to try now, Fiona.
Fantastic.
Because what I've been doing wrong is I've been teasing it out. I haven't been doing the ripping an elastoplast off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I think I would have been too scared if I hadn't watched you do that. Question from Tracy.
Yes.
Will the markers stain photopolymer stamps?
Well, we're going to play with some stamps.
We're going to try some. Now, I can answer that for you. All pigment and dye ink will stain a photopolymer stamp because of the material the photopolymer is made from. So photopolymer stamps will never stay completely clear. Whenever you put anything on them, when you clean them, it'll always have some residual colour in there because of the material, it soaks it in. However, what it doesn't do is transfer to new projects. So if you're using a black ink or a really dark ink from the metallics and you use it on your photopolymer and you clean it and it still looks the colour that you used, just stamp it with another colour ink and stamp it on a piece of white card. You'll see it's completely clear. It doesn't transfer. It will always stain. It's the nature of the beast, no matter which brand of photopolymer stamp you buy. So don't be scared by that. Just give it a good clean and it will be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say don't waste your time with those specialist cleaners. You know, embrace your pink polymer stamp, which is the colour that I seem to have on all of mine as a residual colour. But as Leanne says, it never ever transfers to anything else. I just have beautiful stamps to stamp with.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely, Fiona. Now, Kay Singh on YouTube, I just have to say, says, that was so beautiful, Fiona, and she put big pink love hearts on it.
Aww.
You ladies are so talented and inspirational. I just started crafting and hope to be on your level someday. Leanne, you're doing an amazing job presenting. Well, thank you very much, Kay. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know if I'll be allowed back, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's the most important thing. And Becky Bett says, Leanne and Fiona and staff radiate happiness and caring for their products and bring so much joy into our crafting community. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining us, Becky, because we are just having a really lovely crafty time here and sharing all of our inspiration with you, and we wouldn't be having that fun if we didn't have all of you joining us on YouTube and Facebook. And remember, get your comments in because we are going to be giving away £50 or dollars at the end of this show. Fiona, are you ready to show us that little technique?
So I've got the Peacock collection. I've got those words of inspiration, which we've got. So we're just going to choose and you know, I just think I will, let's zoom this on, let's choose some. I like the one which says proud because I don't think we say it enough. So if we go to, you make me, if I can find it, you make me so proud. Because I think that is something we should say to people a lot, because don't assume that people know that you're proud of them. You need to say it in words, absolutely. So now look, here we've got that lovely calla lily, and I've taken, now this is the antique pearl, which is in one of those sets. It's not in the rare minerals, it's in one of the others. It's gorgeous. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to brush.
It's in Antique Elements, Fiona.
Antique Elements, there we go, fantastic. So we are going to do.
So Fiona, are you using the side of your brush or the tip of your brush when you put that on?
I'm using the side of the brush every time. So let's just stamp that down. Can you see? Hopefully you'll be able to see that. That says, there you are.
Oh, wonderful. Now look at the small detail on that stamp, the you make me so, and then how fabulous that stands out. I love that, Fiona. And if we did it in a silver or something like that, it's going to stand out really well. It's going to pop a little bit more.
Even more. In fact, let's just do it over the other side. And we'll do it with silver. Do you know what? I'm not going to worry about wiping. We might get a pinky.
If you get a pinky hue, it doesn't matter because they blend together. And actually, if you want to get a pinky hue with your silver, well, why not do it this way? There are no rules, are there, in crafting? Just really experiments.
And yeah, hopefully you can see more clearly there that I'm using the side of the brush. There we go. And the side of the brush just there. A goodly amount on. It's a bit like those recipes where they say, add a bit of, isn't it?
Yeah.
A goodly amount. And then we're going to stamp this with. There we are.
Oh,
there you are. You
I
can
mean,
see it now.
fantastic. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. And I love the fact that that is crisp, Fiona.
Yes.
You can read what it says. And so if you're not confident with your hand lettering, you can even stamp your sentiments with these and have them in that beautiful metallic finish. I love that. Thank you so much for showing us that, Fiona. I'm really grateful. I'm sure it was really helpful for everybody else as well. Now, we're going to have a look at our pencils, and Fiona's going to show us how to use the pencils. So while she's getting ready, let's just have a look at what you get in that collection, because you're getting all 12 of these beautiful pencils for that phenomenal price of £10 or $11. And these are superb. Now you can see all of the 12 colours you're getting there. Your pink, violet, purple, yellow, green, light blue, blue, rose gold, my favourite, mica, nickel, silver and gold. Absolutely beautiful. And then this little banner across the top, our Fiona has done with all of those different colours and created that full ombre, that beautiful blend. It looks like a piece of rainbow metallic ribbon tape at the top, doesn't it? Being created with the pencils. You will not appreciate how exquisite these are until you have them in your hand at home and you are colouring, and you can feel the buttery, soft, velvet feel of laying down this amazing colour. What I can't encourage you enough to do, I mean, look at that. What I can't encourage you enough to do is to get your stamps out, your floral stamps, stamp them with a black pigment ink and a clear embossing powder onto a black cardstock, and then colour the images in, as you can see here. The contrast you get between the raised line and that beautiful metallic ombre that you've got there is truly beautiful. And these are a wax-based pencil. So what you can also do, and I'm sure our Fiona will talk to you about this, is you can do that stamping and colouring with your wax pencils, and then with your pots of metallic ink that we've got on the show, and with our pens as well, you can do those spritzy backgrounds that Fiona was showing you right at the beginning, and it will not interfere with your pencils. They will not move, because it's a wax-based pencil, so it'll stay still, which allows you to do all of your multimedia layering. And they're true. I mean, look at the flash. They're totally fantastic. Are you ready, Fiona? Because I think people have seen me waffle enough about them. And it's £10 and $11. Now, Fiona can't believe the price. I mean, she just keeps looking like, has Crafters TV lost their marbles? She can't believe it, can you?
And I have to tell you, this is my third set of these I'm on. I'm in love with these. I wish I bought in my set that I'm down to, and I am literally down to the stubs. And you know how long a pencil lasts? I am literally down to the stubs. I have used them so long. Look at these in the tin. Don't they just invite you to pick them up? They are absolutely gorgeous. That, as a stocking filler to yourself this Christmas, you can't go wrong. Now, look, these are the most fantastic pencils. I'm going to pick up one colour. I have got some bits to show you, but I'm just going to lay down some colour. And they're like any wax pencil. You know, if you lay down your colour, your layers, you can start to build up that colour, build up that sheen, get the colours blending into one. Now, I'm going to pick two colours you wouldn't normally blend together. I have got the gold and I have got the purple there. Now, they are two colours that you wouldn't necessarily transition from one to the other. But what we can do with these, because they are so creamy, so beautiful, is you can transition easily from one colour to another. And that is why that ribbon on the card that Leann was showing you was so fun to do, because you can take that and transition right the way through. The more you press, the more you fill the holes in the cardstock up. This is just black card I'm working on now, but I am going to show you a few other things. And in fact, that lovely idea that Leann had of working with an embossed image, would you believe I've got one here? Now, look at that. Look at that sheen. Isn't that like the best pearlescent cardstock? That, oh my word, they are just gorgeous. And that is purple transitioning into gold. Absolutely stunning. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm moving it all over the place. I'm getting mesmerized by my own image. Look at that. That is fantastic. So you can do it like that. But what I've also got, here we are, butterfly that I have just heat embossed. Do you know, we'll go somewhere. Shall I stay still? And then you can find me. That might be an idea, wouldn't it? Because there we go.
Don't you worry, at least you're not being told to get back in your box. I mean, honestly,
Wow.
I keep getting out of the box. I need to get back
Do you
in my
know,
box.
I think it is the joy, the absolute joy of colouring with these. And do you know what? It's the joy of this new craft palace. It's wonderful because look how close people we're getting. You can see exactly what I'm doing. You can see how that resist of the clear embossing is working amazingly well. And it doesn't matter what colours, and I'm deliberately picking up every single colour I've got, work. Look at this.
That's beautiful, Fiona. And
It's stunning.
It's wonderful how those colours do.
I've done it again. I'm not going to do it again.
Blend into each other, morph into each other, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. It's how you get that lovely blend, exactly as you can see here. And I think what you find is, and I'm sure you'll find the same, Fiona, the more you put down, yes, you can really burnish it up. You can layer it up and you can really burnish it with the pencil, which gives it that lovely smooth wax glass-like look. So it really does look and feel like, almost like a cloisonne effect, actually,
Yeah.
Fiona.
Absolutely stunning. And do you know the other thing I love? I'm going to jump and grab something in a minute because I want to show you how these look. The silver or the mica in this set looks, if you want to add highlights to a darker alcohol image. They look stunning. But look at this. That looks good. This is not paper though. This is vellum. Look at that.
Oh, exquisite. Actually, do you know, you absolutely hit the nail on the head with that. These are fantastic for parchment crafters, aren't they, Fiona, and for using on vellum. It really is beautiful because you've got that pigment, pure pigment and wax in there.
Yeah.
You get that beautiful overlay onto your vellums, and you can even use them on top of your pearlescent cardstocks as well, actually. And getting that lovely metallic look on top of a pearlescent background, if you've done your stamping and heat embossing, looks phenomenal, and gives you that gorgeous look. The black vellum, I think, is exquisite, especially when you put it in an aperture of a card. You get that beautiful stained glass effect. Have you found that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And the nice thing about vellum is if you can't do white work, like me, you can always stick it in an embossing folder, as I have done here, and then do a sort of faux white work going on with these as well. So you've got all of that. So this is just a piece of vellum that I popped through a folder.
Oh my word, Fiona, is that an embossing folder?
Yeah, this is an embossing folder.
Oh, that is genius. I mean, Fiona, we can all use our embossing folders that we've got at home with a piece of vellum.
Yeah.
And then colour it in like that. I thought you'd stamped and heat embossed that, Fiona.
No, this is just an embossing folder. I mean, look closely, Leanne. Does that remind you of anything? That embossing folder?
I think it's from a Gemini.
I think it's
yes,
from
I think it came in a Gemini box years ago.
Yeah,
Am I right?
absolutely. That's the one.
Wow. I feel like I'm Magnus Magnuson. I feel like I'm on Mastermind. I need the chair and the where was that folder from, Leanne? I think it was from a Gemini box years ago. It's actually one of my favourites, Fiona. I love that one.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous. And do you know, the thing is that you can go over these, you can highlight a colour underneath, you can just have fun. I seriously cannot believe the value we've got on these, because I would say you really, really have to look at now. There we go.
Wow, Fiona, I think that is absolutely beautiful. And you know, doing that and popping it just on a card front with some little brads, so you don't have to glue it, so you don't get the glue showing through. Just the glue, that was trying to get those words out. The glue showing through. It's going to look beautiful, and also in an aperture card. So you do get the light coming through the vellum and then interfering with that beautiful metallic look. It's going to look exquisite. I would not have believed until you actually pointed it out to me that was embossed, Fiona, with a bit of vellum. I think that's genius. Really, I do. It looks beautiful. Now, Fiona, do you want to get ready for your next bit?
Fabulous.
We're going to have a look at the craft kits again, if that's okay for you, and do some twirling demos. Is that okay with you?
Fantastic.
And while you're getting yourself ready, I'm going to have a chat to you about our hero tool. I haven't had a chance to do my sound effects for quite a while, have I? Because I haven't been on Crafters TV. And so I think we should have a hero tool. Why not? I just needed to do it. Our guillotines are fabulous, and they're fabulous because we worked on developing them for many a month and year. We found a blade manufacturer, we found the blade that we wanted in our guillotine, and then we built the tool around it. And it's got a phenomenal amount of versatility in it and things it can do. Now, this is a wild stocks last price that you've got on this show today. It has got a fabulous saving on it, so you can see there you've got it for $19.99 or $27.96. So a really good 20% saving on that, and it is definitely the guillotine that you need in your craft stash. We get lots of people just contacting us and saying it's the only guillotine I use now. Now let me just talk to you about what you get on here. So let me talk you around the tool itself, and then we'll have a look at how it works. So what you've got is this beautiful sized space for your crafting projects here, and you see it's going all the way up to just over 6 inches, so you can cut a full 6 inches on here. And then you've got this fantastic 8-inch, 8.5 inch actually, so you can fit your US letter size and A4 widthways into there effortlessly. You've got your finger guard, you've got your guillotine blade with a lovely curved ergonomic handle, so it's very comfortable in your hand. You've also got here included a scoring tool. Well, why, you might ask, have we got a scoring tool? Well, that's because we've also included, for the measurement grid here, deeper lines to give you a scoring board as well as your precision cutting. So actually, if you're traveling to a craft class or a crop or a scrapbook, you're going to a girlfriend's, you're doing some crafting on the go, or actually just crafting on a lap tray in front of the TV of an evening, you don't need to have all of your scoring boards with you as well, because this guillotine will do your precision cutting and your card-based scoring for you. Let me show you how that works. So I've just got a piece of regular cardstock to kick off with, and I'll show you how the scoring works first. So I'm going to cut myself a 6-inch wide piece of card, because I want to make slim cards are the rage at the moment. Have you all seen the slimline rage? That's everywhere. My word, everybody's making slimline cards. It's all over all of the social media. So if you want to make one of those fabulous slimline cards, your guillotine is going to help you do that. I've lined it up at my 6-inch mark there, and you see I did that with one finger, and I wanted to show you that is the quality. And did you hear the noise? We're going to be listening to that noise several times more, but with one finger, effortless through a really good weight piece of cardstock. I then take my scoring tool, and at the 3-inch line I score 3 inches because the grooves in my board are at the correct width. I've got my scoring tool included, which means I can now fold myself a beautiful, precise, beautifully scored card with a lovely crisp line, and it's my 3-inch slimline card. And actually, if you come really close and look at this, what you're going to see is that my card meets at either end perfectly. I have no donkey's back leg and no overhang, so it's that beautiful precise 6-inch with a precise 3-inch score, which means all of my corners are beautifully parallel. That is the precision of the cut and the precision of the score with that beautiful score line that you've got from your guillotine really quickly and easily. Now the other thing I want to show you is how precise this is, and so I'm going to cut a small slither. And with my small slither, actually I'll do it on the long edge because that would even make it harder for it. I'm going to really challenge this machine for you. I'm going to cut a slither again with one finger. That is how smooth and easy the mechanism is. Take the little slither that I've just cut, and then encourage our fabulous new cameras to come in as close as they can and look at how precise that is. Here we're coming in. Oh, how amazing is this? Look at that. That piece of cardstock, and it is perfect. The same width, top and bottom. So no donkey back leg cutting on our guillotine at all. Just pure precision for your mats and layers. And when you want to do your mats and layering, you want it to be beautifully square and precise. You don't want it to be 1/8 of an inch out or 2 millimeters out at the top and the bottom, because that's when things all look wonky. You want it to be lovely and straight. This guillotine will do that for you. Not only will it do that, it will do many different types of material. I've got adhesive backed glitter paper here, and I'm going to be able to cut through my glitter, my glue and my backing film, and I'm going to get that beautiful precise cut. So if I want to cut my own self-adhesive ribbons in glitter, which I can now, I can make all of these beautiful strips and do beautiful self-adhesive strips all over my cards if that's what I want to do. Really good. Now I want to show you what a workhorse this is. So I've got some bits of copy paper here, and I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of copy paper. And I'm going to cut all 4 pieces at the same time. Now this is 80 GSM copy paper, so that's 8, 16, 24, 32, 320 GSM being cut in one pass with our guillotine. So I'm going to push that down. Look how easy that is. I mean, completely effortless. Pick up my 4 pieces, keep them in a stack, and show you how fabulous and precise that is. Let me get the stack and then get the bit of cardstock for you. There you go, so you can see. There we are. Look how precise that is, and that is through 4 pieces. Now, 4 pieces isn't enough for me. I think we should try 8. So let's try 8. I'm going to cut this in half. No, this is where this guillotine is absolutely fantastic. So there we go. 4 and 4 makes 8, or it did when I was in primary school. So I'm now going to do my 8 pieces of copy paper. Let's get that in, and then do my cutting again. Really easily through there. Take all of my pieces of copy paper, fold them up to show you, and you will see with my little piece of green cardstock to help that along again, everything is exactly the same width. I've even staggered it there for you so you can see how precise that is. So that's through 8 pieces of copy paper, which is 640 GSM that guillotine has just cut for you. Phenomenal. But you know what? That's still not enough. I want to try some more. So let's stick another couple of pieces in, and let's see if we can do 10. Should we do 10? What does that become? That comes 6, yeah, we're doing 10. 640 plus another 160 is 800, isn't it? I'm not very good with maths. Crafting is my skill, mathematics is not. I think 640 plus another 680, wasn't it? Plus another 120, wasn't it? No. 640 plus what? Plus 160
is 800.
800.
Yeah.
I was right. Yay! I was right. Thank you, Fiona. Yeah, maths never my skill. Crafting a bit better. So we're going to go through all of those now. Boom! All the way through, completely effortless. We've got through 10 layers, so that's 800 GSM. We've just gone through now with that guillotine. And look, if you are a quiller, if you quill, look at being able to create your own quilling papers the same width at both sides. All of those pieces cut in one pass through our guillotine. Look at how fantastic that is and the precision that you've got in there. And I actually think I could fit another couple in there. So I'm going to put 2 more in. I'm going to try 12. Yeah, I'm trying 12 this time. So I'm putting 2 more on top. I know I've lost the plot, haven't I, a little bit? But I really want to show you it. I'm trying to keep them all straight on the edge as I slide them in so you can see how precise it is. There we go. So I've got 12 in there now, folks. And let's see what we do. Boom! 12. No problem at all. What's 12 times 8?
12
We should know that. I mean, a group of adults, we should know that. 960 GSM through one pass in our guillotine. How phenomenal is that? It's brilliant for your construction acetate, for your hard work. That goes through absolutely effortlessly. If you've got all of your really great, that holographic mirror card, and it's really, that is a strong piece of cardstock there. It's going to cut that for you. And the reason I like to show you that is, look, this is the cut edge. No waving, no horrible lines, no jagged. Doesn't look like it's been at with a piece of pinking shears. It's just a beautiful crisp line where it's gone through the film, the adhesive, the backing cardstock, and it has not mangled that at all because of the precision you get in this guillotine. It really is the crafty cutting tool that you need at home in your collection. Fantastic hero tool deal. Brilliant price that we've got here for you today, $19.99 or $27.96. You're saving 20%, but that price only lasts while stock lasts. So do pop that in your basket if you're looking for a new cutting tool in your stash. And I think our Fiona might be ready now to show us that fantastic brand new craft kit with our twirling characters in there.
Do you know, these we had such good fun with these, and I do want you to, because this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this fantastic box right here. Now, when you open it up, this is what I love about these. What you get is you get your beautiful packaging, you get the thank you get the lovely picture of Sarah, but then as we go through, this is where the magic starts to happen. You will see straight away you've got a whole heap of card blanks and matching envelopes, and what I love about these card blanks is they are made from a really high quality. So these card blanks will not give your cards giraffe legs. Do you know what I mean, Leanne? Where you put your card on, you put it on the mantelpiece and it goes like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stand up. Not with these. These are a really heavy weight, which is fantastic. So
well, what we do, Fiona, is we insist when we're doing those craft kits, I insist on 300 GSM.
Yeah, I can totally understand why.
Kit, you're quite right. That's somewhere where you could save money. When you put, I'm just going to be honest, when you put one of those kits together.
Definitely.
And you might not want to give, when you're given all of the dies and everything else, other types of craft kit might compromise a little bit on the quality of cardstock that's in there. We never do that because our brand and quality is very important to us, and we want to give you everything that screams that. And so actually, I've never thought of mentioning that before, Fiona, but it is a very good point.
It really is, because the amount of, when I first started crafting, the amount of craft kits I got, and honestly, it was like copy paper, and you thought, well, that looked beautiful, but I'd never send it to anyone because it just feels cheap. But these won't. They'll give you a lovely finish. But look, you're getting not one, but two sets of stamps here. You're going to get this wonderful one. I love the way that you get the back and the front, and you've got the extras. So you've got adventurers, waits, birthday girl, boy. Have a great day. I believe in you. Have fun. You can see how these are really going to complement your other twirly stamps if you've got them in. And this one is, just look at this. I mean, who doesn't love a dolphin with a flower? I mean, that's just gorgeous, isn't it? You've got little clownfish in there. You've got the most gorgeous mermaid. You've got sending sunny smiles, go make some waves, thank you, hello, beautiful. I just think they're gorgeous, I really do. As well as all of those, you are also getting, look at the dies, you're getting all of these dies that you can use. I'm looking at this dolphin and thinking that would make a great, almost like Casper for for Halloween. It's almost a ghost shape. I could see how you could turn that into that. You also get your little characters cut out and your balloon and your stars all over there. You get your twine. You get your dewdrops. Now, I love these because these are like little pearls of water that you can use, or if you get your beautiful tri-blends or alcohol markers out, you can colour these, and they make great bubbles under the sea.
Fiona, do you know what you can do? Grab your metallic marker, love. You can colour them metallic.
Should we do that now?
Grab your metallic marker.
Let's do that now. Let's do that now.
Fiona. Because if you're getting your metallic markers with those clear little dewdrops, this is what I love to do. You can make metallic dewdrops because they go on non-porous surfaces.
Yeah.
Look, you make yourself little metallic in all your pink, your rose gold, your bronzes, your copper, your blues, your greens, all of the colours. You make your, isn't that amazing?
Look at that. You can see immediately. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. What a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. You also get in there, we really haven't stopped there. You're not only going to get in here, you've got your bold cardstocks, but you also get this fantastic range of patterns. I am opening these out because I really want you to see what you're getting. The value in these is absolutely phenomenal. Look at this. Look at this. All of these, and again, it's really good quality. It's uncoated cardstock. That brickwork is just fantastic, isn't it? And you've got the clouds in there. And then in your planes, you have got the most beautiful, I mean, do you know, that's the colour my wedding dress was.
Oh, Oh, really?
There you go.
Oh,
there we are.
beautiful.
There's a bit of a show and tell. I got married in a sea green. There you are. So there we go. But isn't that lovely?
I bet that looked amazing with your complexion.
I felt $1 million. I mean, everybody does on their wedding day, don't they? But I loved it. And the colours here are just delicious.
Absolutely.
You are going to use these for so many things. I mean, it says 24, doesn't it? This makes 24, but I think you're going to make a lot more. That's just the cards you've got.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're always conservative with the number because we always want to we want to tell you that you make a good amount, knowing that you can make a good amount more than the amount we've told you.
Absolutely. Right, I'm just going to put this somewhere safe. Oh, yeah, got a nice big studio. Guess who's run out of space already? I know. Right, okay, so I thought we'd start. I've used that wonderful brickwork. Now what I've done, I'm wondering if you can see, what I did was take one of my darker markers, and it's probably because I've left my darker marker at home, but I will show you what I've done. The grey will do. Just taken that darker marker and I've just gone round the edge just to kill that white edge because it just gives you that nice finish on the side. So you just put it on the side of the pen and just run it down. And I'm just supporting the piece of cardstock underneath with my little pinky so that it doesn't waft about as I'm doing it. And all it does is it just kills that little white edge. There we go. Done. So that's done, and I've got my cardstock. Now, if you were not watching our Sarah, she came out with such a genius tip that I'm going to share it because I thought this was a brilliant idea. So what we're going to do, tiny bit of dotty tape there, and we are just going to attach in that one space our top sheet just there. Then we're going to take this fantastic heart, which I'm just going to ping off. There we go.
They're
and
a
I'm
good
going to put that
size, them, aren't they, Fiona?
They're great. They're absolutely fabulous. They really, really are. So we're just going to pop that to one side too. And again, as before, what we're going to do is I'm just going to attach that. You know, the nice thing about using the brickwork one, if you are challenged with doing straight lines, and most of you who know me know I do a lot of cards on the squint. That's because straight lines and I don't love each other. You can use the brickwork on this to line up your lines. Oh, such a good idea.
Absolutely.
Right. So what we're going to do is just run this through the Gemini. I'm using the junior plates through the big machine here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to hang the base of the card out of the machine. It's not going to come to any harm. It's just a way of making sure I can cut the card that I want, and we're just going to run that through. I'm going to move my Pebeo at the same time, otherwise that will go. I've put it in a safe place. We'll put it over that side now. That is the advantage of being hands-free, I have to say, is that you do get that thinking moment where you think, oh, I really should move that cup of tea out of the way. Done that one.
Me too.
Absolutely, right. So that has cut through.
Fabulous.
Not only our heart there, but I've got another heart now. I can use those for other projects. So I'm going to pop those to one side. But what it's also done is it's made sure that these two are going to line up beautifully. So what I'm going to do, that dotty tape pen, even the lightest dotty tape pen really does grab, doesn't it? There you go.
Yes.
It is good stuff. It
well,
really
it's the exact same quality of glue, Fiona. It's the exact tape that's in the strong tape pen in the dotty one, just it's dotty. So it will grab.
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it really does. It really does. But that's fine because it was on the reverse, so it's not going to come to any harm. And I'm using your favourite glue because
the best glue in the world.
When it squishes out, as it's apt to do, I can rub it away and it's not going to leave any residue or mark, which we like. But before I do that, thank you for reminding me. Before we do that, we're going to find the piece of string. Here we go. So cut a little piece of twine, and I'm going to hide that just inside, because this is what's going to make my swirly bit. It's a good thing I remembered that before I started.
It is,
wasn't it?
Isn't it great that you get the twine included in the kit, Fiona, that you don't
Yeah.
have to go and find some?
Yeah, and do you know what I've done at home? If I've wanted a slimmer one, what I've actually done at home is unwound it and just used a couple of strands,
Yes.
rather than use the whole thing. So if you want an even finer twirly string, if
Yeah.
that makes sense,
I like that.
you can get more out of it.
Yeah.
Just by unwinding it and just using a few strands or a few threads, a bit like embroidery thread.
Yes, nice.
Yeah.
You just split it. I like to use a little pin when I do that. It just helps you split it in.
Yeah.
And wind it all the way down, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going there, and we can trim off these little bits, and then we will stick the front of this on. So that goes there, and we'll come away. And we will pop that bit off there. These scissors are so good. The fact they cut right to the point is kind of really handy.
They are, aren't they?
really handy.
I do love ours. I mean, obviously, I love all of our product because we wouldn't be launching the product if I didn't love it. However, it's great that a lot of our products do have, like we just said with the guillotine there, but like you said with the scissors, they are made to perform for you so that you don't have any of the worry at home. You've just got the reliability of an excellent quality tool that's going to make crafting so much more fun for you.
Absolutely. Now, you've got that beautiful outside, but what are we going to do with the inside? We've got some of that card. It's really pretty, isn't it? But you know, you've got a load of lovely little accent stamps on here. Have I bought my ink pads in? She says, thinking.
There's some beside you on the shelf for you.
Are they smashing? I will grab a couple of those just very quickly. Shush, we won't tell anyone.
No.
I'll put them back very safe.
I won't say anything if you don't say anything, and there's nobody watching.
Thanks very much. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do is just pop those there.
While you go and get your ink pad, should we have a little look at some comments? Shall I read
That
some
would be
out?
perfect.
Because that'll help you get your little ink pad,
Yeah.
won't it? This person has got the best YouTube name I've possibly ever seen, and I thought I'd seen the best one in the previous show with Sarah. This person's called Monkey Head Bonkers on YouTube. Brilliant. And she says, or she or he, they say, I love the Peacock collection. Well, the Peacock collection on a brilliant deal today. Fiona was using them with the metallics, so do go along and get those. Beverly says she's so happy we're back, enjoying the demos as usual. Helen Wilsley Johnson on Facebook, she says, you two are so much fun. I'm enjoying an all-girl crafting show. I'm working on my light boxes as I watch and listening to you. I think our Fiona's ready now. Are you, Fiona?
Yeah, I am. What I wanted just to show you very quickly is if you group a few of these little stamps together, what you can do is stamp them in randomly to create your own pattern paper. So we've just got a little heart and a flower and a star going on there, and you can just carry on randomly stamping them. So rather than stamping every single one laboriously, if you just keep turning your craft mat, your stamping platform, you will always get a random pattern.
That's great. And it's lovely to be able to create your own backgrounds, isn't it? Because you can even, if you wanted, every time vary the colour of ink that you're using if you wanted to, and get a really lovely confetti effect, couldn't you?
Absolutely, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Really lovely. So I'm just going to finish this side off as well. That'll just take me a moment. Here we go. Or, alternatively, I could have used another pattern paper inside the card. That would have worked too, wouldn't it?
It would have, but actually I love the fact that we're seeing how to use these lovely little background stamps actually, Fiona, because we put them in there to give you maximum craftability, and so it's lovely seeing them used to create a lovely big background, because you know, once you've used all of your pattern papers up and you might want to keep on crafting, then you've got the little stamps to help you do that.
You have, absolutely, and they do stamp beautifully, they really do. Let me just move that over there. Now, I could carry on and maybe do a different colour or do it, but you know, we've got enough there to give an impression of what I'm aiming at, except I want something in that corner. Being a pedant. There we go, got something in that corner too, so that's fine. So, let me put the cover back on that and put that carefully to one side. That is going to sit inside and just show through. And once I've actually got it inside, if I haven't put those little dewdrops somewhere safe, we might use some of those as well. So there we go. That way, that way. You could obviously go and put some more on there as well. It's entirely up to you. But it means through the heart, you've got little hearts
Beautiful.
coming through, which is really pretty.
I really like that.
So, moving on. Where have I put? Okay, I'll come back and find those in a minute. I will come back and find those in a minute. Now, the little character stamps, what I've done just for speed is I've just stamped out the little girl just here, and I think this is also genius, that the little boy and girl fit over each other.
Yes.
And I think that is just such a clever idea, because when you look at them side by side, you don't necessarily see the same, the same image,
shape.
but that little flower on her hair, look.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look gorgeous? So once you've stamped, then you could pop this out and then just run that through. How are we doing time-wise? About 80. Oh, that's fine. I'll run it through then. Why not? Why not? Okay, so we will run this through. And they are super easy to cut out and colour. They really are. Good fun. So here we go. That is going to pop out just here. And then I'm just going to lift this little bit of tape off very so carefully. And there we go, we've got our little girl all cut out beautifully and ready to colour in, which is lovely. Do you know, you've even got on this the little stamps where you can cut out the flowers, the stars and the hearts. I mean, such a well thought through collection, isn't it? Really is.
It really is, absolutely. And like you say, having that die that works with the little boy and the little girl is genius, isn't it? Because it gives you so much more versatility. I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I'm going to fast forward just a tiny bit because you can see I've just coloured in the little girl back and front, her little knapsack and balloon and some hearts on there as well. So this is each their own, but this is the way I like to do it. I like to line up.
Do you know what? I do it that way too, Fiona.
Do you?
Yes. I agree with you fully on that. I like to do that too because then I can check whether it's right and then I can get the front perfect.
And the other thing,
I can get it a bit squint.
And if you have got it sticky, when you're doing it like that, you don't want it to stick to the paper at the back. So
yeah, I agree. I do it exactly the same way.
There we go. And then, so what we've done is we've sandwiched. We've sandwiched. Which one of them used to say sandwiched instead of sandwich? I can't even remember now. So it has sandwiched the little girl between there, but it also means I've got that rucksack. Now, I could put the rucksack on the front of the card, but look. She could also be wearing a little rucksack.
Honestly,
isn't that gorgeous?
Wouldn't that be a lovely back to school card?
Wouldn't
Fiona?
it? That's what I was thinking.
Or, going on holiday or something like that. We're having a treat, we're going on holiday. Just lovely.
Absolutely. Now, do you know what? I could have had her holding the balloon as well, but I'm not. I'm going to have the balloon flying off into the distance. She's just let it go.
That's happened to my Peter when we went to Disney. He let
go of his Mickey Mouse balloon and it went flying at Magic Kingdom. He was absolutely devastated. He was. So his dad went and bought him another one straight away. For the bargain price of €15. Oh, bless. Right, so here, again, so what I've done again is just use the have a great day. I'm just going to move it despite
I
the
love
fact
that. And have you stamped the background with a little heart on it
yes,
as well?
to match the hearts that I've got on the
Yeah.
back of the card so that everything
all matches in. I love
yeah.
that.
Just really, really simple.
Happy. Yeah, but
Isn't
it's a
it?
really happy card, and I love the
is.
fact. And do you wind it up and close the card to put it in the envelope so it spins when you take it out of the
Yeah.
envelope, or do you leave it?
No, I wind it up.
Wind
It's
it
half
up.
the fun, isn't it?
It is half
but
the fun.
Can you imagine if this was someone's first day at school?
Yes.
And they're going to school with their little rucksack on,
Yeah.
and you don't want to say good luck or anything, but what you want to say is, have a great day.
Oh,
Isn't that lovely?
Fiona, I
I
love
just
that.
think they're great.
Absolutely.
Really good.
Beautiful. I love that, Fiona. Thank you so much for that. Really, really good value for money, that kit. So that is launched today for you. $24.99 dollars and pounds, same price regardless of where you are. It's brand new for Crafters TV today. And all of those dies and stamps that you've seen now Fiona use there are actual size, the full size, the same as the range that we launched. And this has been phenomenally popular for you. And just to give you a little reminder of the designs in there, and then we'll go and have a look at our inks. You can see you've got the little girl with her balloon, you've got that fantastic little dolphin, you've got the little girl can be a little boy too, you've got our fabulous little mermaid there. And then this is the little girl again, but there's also the little boy stamp that works with the same outline if that's what you want to use. And you've got everything that you need in that kit, including the string. It really is fantastic, and it's a really good price. You've loved that, and you've been buying them up. Now, you've also been loving our inks. Let me just grab these and bring these in for you. The metallic inks in a pot you have been adoring. And I can't remember the lady's name, but I can remember the question, Fiona. Somebody's asked us on YouTube, can you emboss over the top of the metallic inks and markers?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
you need to
you
use a translucent ink pad, but for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So you can do the whole background, the inky background that Fiona showed you, and then put it through an embossing folder. Of course you can. It'll look fabulous. You can see these fabulous colours we've got here. We've got antique bronze, aged copper, tarnished silver, burnished copper in that vintage metallic collection. And then in your rich metallic collection, you've got your gold plate, silver ingot, ancient bronze and pewter. And here is just a few of the different types of looks you're going to be able to get using your metallic inks for detailed painting, for vellum, for splashed backgrounds. You get that beautiful metallic, sliding away from me, that beautiful metallic look and sheen on all of them. You can do your detailed stamping as well with your heat embossing if that's what you want to do, and you can do all of your different backgrounds. And they are only £29 or $47. You are saving a phenomenal amount of money on those today. And so we're just going to pop back to our Fiona and have a little look at those markers again, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, look how well that's dried, just whilst we've been crafting this afternoon. This is that Pebbio gesso, and you saw how quickly I slapped that on, and I really did. So I'm going to use that. I'm using the Happy stencil from Sharon's collection. Do you know, for one horrible moment then, I thought I had put my stick and spray on the wrong side. That would have been a shame. That would have been, we'd have had Happy backwards. We'd have had to do mirror reading or something. But anyway, we're all good. We're all fine. Again, I'm going to use the gold.
I love that.
You can use this to use the negative. And again, I'm going to use that almost dry brush idea. So my brushes are wee
And we've got the
dark.
brushes on a really good deal, as well as the gesso today, Fiona. So,
Brilliant.
and I love this set of 4 that we've put together. I think they're a really useful collection. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think they're sensational. I really do. Now, I just want to get most of that off, because what I want to do is literally just brush over this. And
I mean, that in itself, I'm already blown away. The intensity of that colour, Fiona.
Isn't it great?
It's exquisite.
And what you're going to get now, I love the brush strokes on this. I just think they make it. So I'm not going to do a complete one, because what you're going to get now when you lift that off Look at
Oh
that.
my word. I mean, honestly, Fiona, that is completely
Isn't
and
that
utterly
pretty?
genius. I can't even begin to tell you. How amazing does that look and how quick and easy.
Yeah.
I mean, these could be fantastic gifts for people, for home, for little door signs, for teenagers,
Definitely.
for young ones, for kitchens. I mean, whatever it is you want to do, how incredible is that? And actually, if you've got one of those electronic die cutting machines where you can write your own word and cut it out, you could be personalising that with a stencil, creating your own stencils and have one that says bathroom, for example.
Yep.
And put it on the outside of the bathroom. Amazing for home decor as well.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And you know, you can also use your marker pens on these if you want.
Wow.
So again, you know, once you've done it, you can go round. Because they dry so quickly. They really do. So you can, you know, they're not one of those projects or one of those mediums that you have to sit there and wait till tomorrow to play with. And if you have the kind of patience that I do, which is none whatsoever, which is why I struggle to learn to sew, knit, crochet, the whole works, you know, anything which takes time, is why I love these, because I can, if I want instant results, I can get them, but I can then start to layer up. And you see, if I show you that, what it does is it does give you that finishing line just around it. And of course, I could go on. I'd go on and put hearts on that.
Yeah,
Little
I
hearts.
would too. I absolutely love that, Fiona. I think it's just inspirational. And the good thing about that, the thing I absolutely am loving is it's quick, it's easy,
Yeah.
it's achievable for everybody, regardless of your artistic skill. Everybody's going to get that amazing result that you've just seen Fiona create there, and it's definitely something that you could gift. And I'm going to go a little bit further and say not only could you gift it, but sell them. Get yourself a little shop set up on Facebook or Etsy or any of those sites, create these things and get them sold, personalise them for people, why not? So you could even start to make money from them and have your own little cottage industry going. Now, we just need to take a little bit of time to have a look at everything we've had on the show. And so here's our craft kit. We've had this, you have loved this, and I'm so happy. I love these twirling characters. It's a brilliant kit, $24.99 or $24.99. Brilliant launch today. First time you've seen it on Crafters Companion TV. Beautiful full-size product in there. Everything you need to create those fantastic effects. Just brilliant, and you have been buying it and loving it. Thank you. Now we've got our liquid inks, our metallic liquid inks. Again, phenomenal, as Fiona would say, jaw on the floor deal, where we've got them for £29 or $47 today. You're saving a fantastic amount of money, and you are getting all 8 of those inks. You're actually saving over 40% on that collection, which is phenomenal. We've then got our metallic markers. Buy 2 and get 1 free, so you're getting 18 markers here for £23.98 or $33.90. You're saving 33% on this deal, which is fantastic. Buy 2, get 1 free, phenomenal, and you've seen Fiona use them. They are so useful and versatile. You're going to be able to do all sorts with them. We love them at Crafters Companion. We've then got our metallic pencils, 12-piece collection. This is definitely jaw on the floor deal. £10 or $11, fantastic value for money, and again a really good 23% saving on that for you, so over 20% saving anyway, and you're getting all 12 of those pencils in there. Beautiful, stunning, soft, creamy results with those. The Peacock collection that we had for you has got a little bit of everything of Fiona's favourites in there. This was actually on the show at Fiona's personal request because she loves this collection, and you can see you've got some really great usable ideas in there, and products which work brilliantly with all of those metallic inks and pencils and markers that you've seen. And again, a fantastic saving on this, only £26 or $34, saving 25% on that amazing collection. Over 19 elements in that, and you've seen how brilliant those stamps were with your pen as well to stamp your metallic sentiments. Just phenomenal. And then my hero tool, our guillotine, which, you know, loads of comments. I haven't been able to read them all out, but so many of you were saying in the comments how much you love this guillotine and that you agree with me that it's absolutely ace and you don't want to use any other cutting tool. This is a Wild Stock's last deal for you. So $19.99, $27.96, you're saving 20%. And once the stock's gone, that deal is no longer available for you. It is our hero tool of the day. We've had a fantastic show, haven't we? A fantastic show, and we've had a brilliant time. Our Fiona is so inspirational, and thank you, Fiona, for sharing all of your knowledge and expertise with us. Those demonstrations have been amazing. Now let's have a look. What have you got there, Fiona?
Well,
let's have a look.
This is what we've done in 2 hours.
No.
This is what we've done in 2 hours. So we've done twirly card, we've made our own spritz background, we've made peacock cards, we have made beautiful string cards which we've then stamped with on there with the stamps, coloured and stamped over. You've got ones where you can stencil through your die cuts just there. We've made a bespoke Leann sign. There we go. We have made another sign which just says happy with a few hearts now on there. We have done a happy Christmas sign. We have done more ghost string pulls as well. I mean, what an amazing 2 hours. I've had a blast.
Honestly,
I've had an absolute blast.
Fiona, it has been inspirational spending this 2 hours with you. Thank you so much. I'm sure all of our viewers have gotten so much out of watching you show how we can use those fantastic metallic products. I'm really grateful, and I have learned things. I'm definitely going to be doing the string pull, and I'll share photographs when I've done it, because I haven't been brave enough up to now. Thank you so much, Fiona. It's been amazing spending 2 hours with you, and I hope we get to do this again. I'm not sure. I have dropped a few clangers. I don't know if I'll be allowed back to do this, but you know, who knows, some point in the future, because I've had an amazing time. Thank you so much. Now we've got our winners from YouTube first, our $50 or £50 winner, depending on where in the world you are. And we've got Julie V from YouTube. You win, whether you're in the UK or the USA, £50, $50. Congratulations, Julie. Please email prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Let us know how we get in touch with you, and then we'll make sure that you get your 50 value to spend on our website. And our Facebook winner is Diane Cup, as in a cup of tea. Diane Cup, and that's from our Facebook winner. Please email prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Let us know how to get in touch with you, and we will make sure that you get your 50 value to spend on our website. Thank you very much for commenting along with us. It has been, there's so many questions here, so many comments, so many beautiful thank yous for Fiona and how inspired they've been by all of her demonstrations. So thank you again, Fiona. How brilliant has it been that Fiona and I have been able to be here? What a day I've had being able to do this brand new launch in our fantastic new area for you. I've had an amazing time. I think you have too. Thank you to Fiona. I can't wait to see you again. If I don't see you before, thank you. Oh, lovely little word from Fiona. Thank you, Fiona. If I don't see you before, have the best Christmas and New Year. Keep safe, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.